You know, sometimes I just like to look out at this window at all the beautiful bounty the Lord has provided me and thank God for the blessings. Oh, hi, YouTube. Hi. Sorry, I was just taking a moment there. Anyways, yes, so if you've been watching my rooms video, you've seen we've covered pretty much the interior of the house in full. So yeah, let's go ahead and take it on outside. Now, I'm gonna try to show all of this in one video, but there's some complicated stuff in there that you know, like it might take up some time, so we might have to split it up, but we'll see. Anyways, as you know, I've said numerous times in all the videos, if you haven't seen them already, everything in this world was built in survival. No creative mode, so a lot of this stuff is just suggestions. So if you are working in creative mode, just to see the kind of things that you can do, and to inspire you to get some ideas. Oh, I never did show the fountain. There's the fountain. Moving on. Anyways, so yeah, you know, there's all sorts of crazy things you saw in there, and understand that I did all that in survival, so I didn't have to do creative. So there's lots of fun things you can do in survival that don't require creative, no matter how complicated they are. They're a little dirtier. You know, you can't really fine-tune things and put things where you really want them to be, but it just that adds to the fun and the challenge. So when we move outside, we're going to see some of the more simpler sides of things, like my farm. Now, this is not some crazy redstone thing, and I definitely did not use spawn eggs for this. No, I actually found a mushroom biome, and it was 2 whole maps away. I'd love to go up to the map room and show you, but I don't want to waste that much time. But it was a long ways away, and I used a lead. Used a lead to drag 2 mushrooms all the way back here, and then I've been breeding them. And if you don't know, mushrooms are probably the best thing to have. Number one, they don't count towards the animal spawning, so you can keep breeding them even though you have a crap ton of rabbits and sheep and everything. So mushrooms are really good for that. They also provide you with mushroom stew if you go up with a wooden bowl, and mushrooms if you come up to them with clippers, as well as milk, meat, and leather. So, you know, they're great. They're great animals. They actually say that they're the most resourceful mob in the game. They give you the most variety of stuff. So you got the cows, and then you've got the sheep, and I've got a sheep of every color, so therefore I don't have to you know, dye anything. And yeah, we even got a nice little, so I just saw him, there he is, nice little Jeb here, so he's changing colors, and that's actually my white sheep. Right, then over here we got pigs and chickens, and the chickens have a little egg collector, which is nice, because, you know, chickens like water for some reason. So by adding this little system, and that's packed ice under there with the water flow and the hopper system, it just sort of collects their eggs, and I can just kind of come and get them when I feel like it. So yeah, and then also I can murder all the chickens and then throw the eggs and get more stuff. So yeah. And then of course rabbits, and I put them in glass because I like to see them. They're adorable. They're so cute. Look at the little faces. I have yet to be able to bring myself to kill rabbits in this game, or at least in my farm. I'll kill them in the wild sometimes for a rabbit's foot if I really need it. But oh, their little faces are so cute. Look at it. Oh. Anyways. This over here is my makeshift village. These are purely cosmetic. There is nothing going on inside these buildings. Actually, some of these are built by friends of mine, so I can't take credit for all of them, but at least these 3 I can say were mine. And what they were was I was trying to get the villagers to move out of my castle, those squatting bastards. Anyways, I even enticed them with a farm and everything, and you know, I just wanted them to move out here. I thought that would be pretty cool, but nope, they are stuck in my castle and will not leave. So yeah, these are just cosmetic, but not. Luckily, they did work great for when I have friends playing. They work great as little guest houses for my friends with beds and everything. And one of my friends even built a crazy bakery in here, but I can't show it to you because I don't know her secret route to get to it. She has this crazy secret route. Over here we have the stables. You know, it's a giant barn. Nothing too much to say about that, but it's just where I keep all my horses. It's pretty simple. Yeah. And horse stuff. So yeah, so it's just a pretty barn. just for cosmetics. We'll get into that farm in a second. And then here we have, now if you watched my creeper, the creeper room video, you saw that there's a crazy sorter underneath my house. Well, I mentioned a couple times that that sorter actually runs through this sorter first. So it actually, there's a crazy hopper train going around in the dirt over there, and it runs through this guy, and it drops off any meat stuff. And the reason this is over here with all the wool colors and everything is because it's just a lot easier to access when I'm already dealing with the farm stuff here. So I see the lights are coming on. It means the sun's setting because these are night activated. But yeah, so you know, go kill a bunch of Mooshrooms, get their stuff, drop it in this chest, it gets sorted through, or I go and shear a bunch of sheep and drop it in this chest, and it gets sorted through. Just more convenient that way. Here we have a hot tub, and I cannot take credit for this one. This is invented by somebody else, but once I saw it in a video, I had to make it. So I'll link a video description in the description, a link to the video, and yeah. So basically, you push this button, and look at that, nice warm water. I think it's I think I broke the redstone when I was making that contraption down there, so I'm not sure it's working perfectly, but you know, you get the point. It's neat. Anyways, and then you hit the button and it turns off. So cool. Anyways, let's get to the complicated fun part. Oh, I forgot this. This is my ocelot cage. I got tired of actual cats and captured a couple ocelots. So that was just kind of a fun little enclosure I made for them. They cannot get out, but I can if I get in. And you might be asking, what's this? Ocelots eat chickens. So I made a dispenser, similar to the one in the dungeon for the villagers. If you saw that video in the library video, every time they step on this plate, they activate that dispenser, and the dispenser shoots an egg out, and every once in a while a chicken is hatched, and then they go eat it. Yes, I know that doesn't actually do anything for them. It's just kind of a funny thing. Like you know, you just tell people, hey, they're fed. They're living the life in there. So what are you doing in there? You do not know. This is not, your farm is over there. Okay? Stop messing up my farm. You can't even get out of there. It's steel doors. You idiot. Anyways, all right. Well, yeah. I'm going to have to get him out of there too. Oh, you know what? This is a separate save video, so I can actually, this is not my main save, so I can go ahead and, just for the sake of this video, die. Jerk. Anyways, well, he messed up my farm a little bit. You know, I can still give this demonstration. So this crazy behemoth of a thing here is my semi-auto farm. And the way it works is you still have to plant everything yourself, but when you come down here, there is a another sorter, because I love me my sorters. And you go ahead and hit this button, and it activates a timer. And that timer opens these pistons, which allows water to flow, which then drags everything in there all the way into a hopper system, which you can kind of see. Yeah, kind of see it. Ah, fell in. Anyways, and after the timer's over, the pistons close, and yeah, now we have fresh land that I've screwed up. But you know, hey, again, it's not my save. It's not my main save, so I can can do this stuff. But yeah. And then you just come down here, wait for everything to sort through, and you just plant it all again. You know, and you can honestly just plant anything in any order, in any way you want. You can put anything where you want. You can make it all scattered. It won't matter because it's all going to get sorted down here, which is extremely convenient. And this is not hooked up to the main sorter because I just don't see the need. But it's its own unique thing. And what's also nice, and you know, I keep saying I'm going to link videos. I know I'm not filling out the descriptions as fast as I'd like to. I gotta go back and do that after I upload all these videos. But these right here are some auto pumpkin and auto watermelon farms, and these are fully auto, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. I hated going to get pumpkins and watermelons and sugar cane, and now thanks to a guy named Mumbo Jumbo, if you haven't watched him, he is a redstone god, so please go check out a lot of his videos. But I've definitely linked a couple in my descriptions by now, hopefully. But these are fully his design. These are totally 100% his design, and the only difference is that in my design I linked the hoppers into the feed system. So once you're done planting everything, you come over here and you put the plants in there, and this also feeds into the sorter, and it all just goes right back where it belongs. So you got another chest here feeding into it. So basically, every time I let's take these 14 carrots, just throw those in, throw 7 in there, and run, Rudolph, run. Oh my God, still slow. I only have 15 minutes on these videos, so I'm always feeling like I'm in a hurry. Anyway, so yeah, that should return both those all those 14 of those carrots back in here. It's probably going to take a second. There's 7 of them because that side was closer. And there's a little chime as well, just like the sorting room, that tells me when this is done, because you don't want to open the trap chests. Yeah, 14. So yep, that worked. So that's the backyard. We got the fountain. Nothing to say there. Nothing fancy there. Just a cosmetic thing. The hot tub, the farm, the item sorters. Yeah, and the crazy now broken thanks to a villager semi-auto farm. Now this farm. Now I can get in the description of how to build it, but it's really simple, to be honest. The complicated part is the timer. The timer system would be something I probably have to do in a separate video just to show how I did it, and it's probably not the best system, but hey, it worked for me. And it's under there, and it just makes sure the power cycles after long enough for all the items to be in the hoppers by that point in time. So anyways, that is the backyard of Castle Hyperion. Here's a good view, sorry, that's the word I'm looking for, of the shape and size of it and scale. If I felt like actually turning on creative mode for the first time in my life, I would fly over and let you see it all. But yeah, I just, it's not. It's not that I hate creative mode. It's just that was not the point. I wanted to learn how to, I wanted to figure out how to build stuff while I was being attacked by creepers. So it's a challenge. I never did cover the drawbridge, but it's pretty self-explanatory. When it's nighttime, all these pistons open up and block your way in. So this is kind of telling me not to go out. So I know it's about to be nighttime. And then all these lights pop up. So it's kind of fancy and all that. And yeah, and then we got this little hut here and the sign for that is. I wish they could let you decorate your signs a little bit better. That's so tacky, but I don't know how else to do it. My girlfriend's house I mentioned in another video, and then my pyramid. Well, that's going to be a whole nother video, and a boring one at that, because there's not really anything in it. It's just there to look cool. But anyways, but the front door is really cool, so I might show that off. Redstone front doors, pretty sweet. But yeah, that's Castle Hyperion in a nutshell. Yeah, and eventually I'll just give you a full quick tour of the whole thing just in one go, so you can see all of it. But for now, I think you've pretty much seen everything you need to. Thank you guys for watching, and look forward to showing you some more cool stuff in the future. Bye.